on that specific topic, because that is considered a level 1 project, and a level 1 project is not to be abandoned. If you go to the citizens of the county and you say, I need SPOS money to expand our jail, and the citizens vote yes, you cannot abandon that project. It is illegal to do that, but that is what happened. Now, in my opinion, we know why Shoe Factory was purchased for the jail. So my question is, and it's because of whose it was, okay? So you guys, I know, you're not gonna be beholden to whoever the commissioner is the next go around, is that correct?
No, I don't care who the commissioner is.
Thank you.
But you tell me the county commissioner and the county didn't keep their promises? Is that what you're saying?
I am. This is why he needs to go also. But having said that, okay, what should have happened is he should have put, when he knew that he didn't have the money, or he claims he didn't have them, that was supposed to go back on a referendum to the voters at that point in time. And we were supposed to know that what he said to us and we voted on was not gonna happen. And there again, that never happened either.
It's actually against the law. A SPLOST is a contract between the people, and it's against the law to use it for anything but what we voted on.
That's right.
And somebody else will have to do that one, but that should be formally filed with the Attorney General of the state of Georgia.
Well, those things have been filed
Problem is, it's a uniparty.
and nothing's being.
I know.
Well, to answer some of your question, I don't know if a lot of you are aware of this, but the jail's been closed since 2000. The sheriff, Mac Mason, closed the jail down in 2000. No one's allowed to visit. I think they do some type of video visiting. No pastors are allowed to go inside and talk to the inmates, to give them Bibles or anything. No one's allowed in the jail. Drug interdiction people that are trying to do good work, to go in there and help people that have addictions, they're not allowed to go in there. The sheriff has shut the jail down since 2000 and uses COVID as an excuse. We're going to change that, okay, immediately. Now you have to go through a process. I won't drag this out, but a security process, and you have to be a legit organization. But we're going to open the jail back up to religious organizations, to organizations that want to go out in there and try to get people off drugs. Look, if I'm not talking about violent offenders or sexual offenders, but if you're in there for some minor charges, I'd rather you get help and become a productive citizen and get out of my jail. It's not a motel, okay? And make room for serious criminals. I'm just going to get down to the root of this thing here. There's a serious issue going on here. The sheriff, for some reason, kisses the ring of the county commissioner. And I don't understand what's going on there, okay? I know it's a touchy situation, and I'm not saying this because Sean Dyer isn't here. I would say this in front of him. I haven't collected, I don't think Doug has, $55,000 from Democrats in this county for my campaign fund. I don't have a Democrat county commissioner endorsing me, and I don't think Doug does either, okay? I did hear Biden is endorsing Doug. No, not true. I don't.
But neither of y'all switched parties to run either.
No. We're both libertarians. I do not have anyone working on my campaign that is in charge of finding new marijuana stores in the state of Georgia. So I think there's something deep going on here, why they want to keep everything the same. I know if Sean Dyer gets elected sheriff, the chief of police is probably leaving. He's going to be his second in command because they're buddies. That's what I understand. So it just sounds like this is kind of like the Rat Pack to me.
Yeah. My question is, she came from Gwinnett. There's a lot of people up here that don't know long-term, that kind of stuff going on. How do we get that information out? Because there's just a few of us here.
Well, according to our newspaper, there is no crime in Union County. And I'm going to make this because Doug would like to speak also. But I will assure you, if you pick someone other than the person that's not here, or if you pick me, let me speak for myself, I don't speak for others. If you pick me, you will not recognize the sheriff's office anymore. There will be radical change in the sheriff's office. But the main thing that will be is my officers will be more responsive, they'll be professional. I'm going to expect the best out of them. Any officer that abuses, bullies, takes advantage of citizens will be fired and probably criminally prosecuted. I don't care who you are, you will be treated properly and with respect. I hope that answers your question.
I've said from day one that when I take office as sheriff, I will investigate from day one. All you got to do is follow the money, okay? When I said that I would investigate everything from our head government all the way down, and I would expose all the criminal activity that has been ongoing, the misuse of the funds. I mean, we can go down the whole list. We can stay here all night. When I said I would do that, all the elected officials, and I can show you on my social media page, started unfriending me. From the commissioner down to Lee Knight to, I mean, we can go down the whole list. Unfriend, unfriend, unfriend.
Wear it like a badge.
That's a sign. And let me just tell you something. They've been following each other around from place to place to place, watching each other's back. That's not right. And it is time the citizens of Union County have an opportunity to break that cycle this time. And you know what? I've been born and raised here, okay? But I'm a outsider of this born and raised here because I've took a stand to stand up for what's right. And you know what? I'm concerned of where this county is going. And they have kept it inside their little clique long enough. You know what? I've got a lot of family here. Right's right, wrong's wrong.
Amen.
And you know what? When those funds are allotted in the SPLOST tax or whatever, you're exactly right. That's where it's supposed to go. And if it was supposed to do the jail expansion, that's exactly where it's supposed to go. Not where, here, I think I'm going to allot the money here, and we'll just put it off and tell the people of Union County at our county meetings, this is what we're going to do with it. Absolutely not. That's criminal.
Yes,
And it's
thank
not
you.
okay. And as the next sheriff, I will make sure that everything that I can do from my point of view as the highest elected official, as the chief law enforcement officer, that we prosecute and move forward with that stuff. And if it's out of my jurisdiction and it needs to be taken further and further into law enforcement, then we'll do so. But I'm sick and tired of this small little clique controlling what we as the taxpayers of this county see. I mean, we're not stupid, but they think we are. And that's why I have gotten serious pushback, because I know what's going on behind closed doors. And I can sit here and elaborate why Mac Mason is where he's at with the commissioner. I know where he's at and why. We ain't got enough time to sit here tonight. But it's not okay. It is not okay. And that's why it's important that, you know what, we got to get it out there, and we have been. But ultimately, it's in God's hand at the end of the day.
I want to make one small disagreement there with you. They don't think we're stupid.
They think we're gonna sit on our ass and not do anything.
Amen. Ain't sitting.
Our fault.
It's our fault.
Not that.
Let me back up. I said I would reveal all the corruption from day one. I promise you, as the next sheriff, I will do that from the top government all the way down. Not because, but let me back up and let me share something with you. 2013, I come in with Mac Mason. The first 6 to 7 years, the sheriff and the commissioner butted heads constantly, over and over and over. And after that 7-8 year mark, and it was when the gun range and everything, when the sheriff started pressuring and pushing that on the citizens of Union County, then things changed. And guess what? His mindset towards me of being the one to run for sheriff next, guess what? His mindset changed towards me because I wasn't conforming to the ways that he wanted me to. Because I started bucking on what was right for the citizens of Union County. And let me tell you something else. Tom is right, but I just want to correct one date. Mac come in 2013, okay? Mac wasn't here in 2000 with the shutdown, you know, a reference to the jail. The jail, yeah. The jail did shut down when COVID happened, around 2020. And they keep operating underneath that. That is wrong. When we need to get services inside the jail, I know this for a fact because out of my church, we have ministers that go to the jail to minister. Guess where they have to go unless it's changed here in the last week or two? They were having to go outside the jail, okay, outside the fence area, and talk through the fence. And correct me if I'm wrong, and I think Lamar knows this, did they not change it here recently? They finally started letting them go into the multi-purpose room or whatever? Very recently. That's sad. So it's time that we change that, and we have an opportunity by the 21st to get this job done.
I'd like to make a comment. I'd like to thank you two fine gentlemen. You come to every single precinct forum, unlike the candidates not there. It's on the eve of Mother's Day. I want to thank your wives, Kelly and Rachel, and the children. Oh, they are, for the dedication and the hard work.
Amen.
It's amazing. It's so challenging, and I thank you very much for that. I also want people to know that they have had nothing to do with the skeleton mockery of Sean Dyer. I take full responsibility for that. They did not know of this. I don't want any bad press if they brought the skeleton there. But Sean Dyer's only shown up, as far as I know, to one precinct meet and greet at Such's, and I'm not certain how they even got him there. And I know how hard it was to get into the Union County GOP forum. It was unbelievably hard, and a lot of manipulation. Influence. So anyway, thank you very much, and thank you for the family of this forum. Thank you for hosting.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, and Sylvia.
And I want to, very least, because these two are running, these actually things get done. Because they have brought up a problem.
That's right.
Well, and I hope one of y'all get elected.
Me too.
But,
Can I say something?
but just running and bringing these things up, if nothing else happens, y'all two are already improving this county.
Amen.
Here's what's sad. My opponent, I was his supervisor until Mac Mason pulled what he did and escalated, like Tom said, a part-time employee to the rank of major. We hired him on as a sergeant on night shift, as a part-time employee.
Isn't he getting benefits from both agencies as well?
He's getting full-time pay from the city of Blairsville with benefits. He's full-time at the sheriff's office, but elected not to receive said benefits from there. I did find out that. But he is shown on paper as full-time status in the county as well, and the city.